I apply the pressure. I apply the pressure. I apply the pressure. Yeah, pressure. I apply the pressure.
100 strong, 100 strong. What's that word, family? Hey, man, check this out. As we all know, it's political season right now, and we got candidates out there doing the most. And I'm going to say that they do the most by pandering to people, knowing good and goddamn well they would never be in the same room with these particular people. But all of a sudden, in election season, we got 10 million orphans at the White House, drag queens, and trans women kicking it with the presidents. But this right here takes pandering to a whole nother level. It was going crazy all over the internet saying that it was more than one clown working at McDonald's in the past week, right? And I'm going to take y'all to this video, and I'll be back with more news and commentary.
Really lower it in. And then hit the time. Gently lower it into the oil. Don't want to burn yourself. Stop. Down a little bit further.
This is not a normal situation, is it, huh? How are you? What a good-looking family. How did you produce those good-looking kids?
You know, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of things I don't understand about politics, and I try not to be a political pundit when it comes to politics. That's out of my field. I'm more of a hip-hop news type of guy. But when I see this, it makes totally no sense to me at all that President Trump will be in McDonald's passing out orders and making fries. It would have been a little bit different if it was Chick-fil-A. I would have understood that a little bit better. But McDonald's, what's the connection, Mr. Trump? I know you like Big Macs and chicken nuggets and shit like that, but I still don't get it. We all know that President Trump grew up with a silver spoon. He was rich since the day he was born. He never stepped foot in the McDonald's. Maybe he has stepped foot, but he never worked in the McDonald's. And that's what makes this look crazy. It would have been better if we would have seen President Trump take a couple of school buses of orphans to Mar-a-Lago than to see President Trump shaking fries up in McDonald's. And he didn't even know what the hell he was doing. The dude had to actually grab his hand. No, stick it in, Mr. President. Stick it in. That sounds a little weird, but hey, it is what it is. Now, a lot of people didn't find this amusing. A lot of people thought that this was something that wasn't necessary, like me. I don't think this was necessary. Pulling Trick on a stage in Detroit was just a little weird. But I get it. I get it, right? You got to do anything to get those votes. But doing anything to get votes can have you looking like this. Even though I'm still voting for Trump, there's nothing that can change my mind. Kamala Harris, I don't know, man. I don't know. And everybody's like, well, you just don't want to vote for a woman to be president. Yeah, because I voted for women to be mayors, and it didn't work out. Look at Tiffany Henyard in Dalton, Illinois. Look at Lori Lightfoot in Chicago. She was the first mayor in so many years to only do one term. That's how much she was disliked. The thing about putting a black woman in this type of power is I believe that she's going to come down with a heavy hand just because she's a woman and people don't think she's tough. So she's going to come down with a heavy hand all over the world and including in America on the citizens, man. I'm talking World War III type of shit. That's what I feel from Kamala Harris. Democrats, they seem to love war. Republicans love war as well, but Donald Trump kept us out of foreign countries' businesses. And that's what I liked. And not only that, did he keep us out the business of other countries, he tried to shut down our border. We got to put a cease to all of these immigrants coming into the black community. Because that McDonald's job that Donald Trump is working right now, when you let one immigrant work at McDonald's and work themselves up to be the manager, give it a year. Go back to that McDonald's. It's going to be all immigrants from their country working there. That's the thing. They're going to help their people become successful in America. So when you got your 14, 15-year-old child trying to get a McDonald's job, they can't get that job because everybody worked there is an adult immigrant, man. That's what's going to go on. So that's taking away jobs from not only the black community, but the white community as well. That's why I don't want to vote Democrat this time around. The open border policy is a disgrace to the country. It's a slap in the face to black folks as well as whites. Y'all will find that out in a few more years. But I'm not the only one that has something to say about Donald Trump working at McDonald's. Rapper Plies came out with a comment. Okay, Plies, I get it, but I don't understand it. You're trying to mock Donald Trump being a convicted felon when your brother was in prison. You probably got all type of charges. You probably a convicted felon as well. So that's like an oxymoron. And then I look at you, Plies, and I say, why is he all down my timeline just saying shit about Donald Trump? I don't like racists. Well, let me tell you something, Plies. I'd rather have the racists in my face than to have the racists behind my back, not giving me a bank loan, not giving me a job. So that's where me and you got an issue, bro. And then when we look at your music, we see the destruction of our community. You know the reason why Plies don't want Trump in office? It's because he want women that he have sex with to be able to have an abortion. He want to be irresponsible. That's the reason. When you think about Plies as an artist, man, if he wasn't talking about goons and guns, he was talking about white women. So where's this love for black women all of a sudden, bro? All you taught us was go get you a Becky. She's going to give you the best sex that you ever had. Trust me, you want to party like a white girl. White girl wasted. Majority of your fans were white. All because you showed so much love to the white community. You made me, as a young man, want to try out a white girl because I want to see a white girl get white girl wasted. I want Becky. I want Amy. So how the hell do you turn from wanting Becky to wanting Kamala? I think it's just a stunt, man. You, Uncle Luke, and every other rapper that's getting out here talking about, we're going to vote for a black woman. Bro, y'all are the most disrespectful people to black women that's on this earth, bro. Real talk. You guys do not respect black women. Now all of a sudden, you get a little bit older, your career is gone. Now you want to be political, talking about we need black people and black women in office, knowing good and goddamn well every city and town that we have got black people in it. And we know the results. Just because you're black, and I'm talking about identity politics, just because you're black, that don't justify me voting for you. I want to know what you think. What you think about immigration. What you think about the school systems. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's putting anybody under fire because black kids can't read at their grade level. That's what I want to talk about. But we're hiring more teachers that speak foreign languages because we're getting an influx of immigrant students. Nobody wants to do nothing for us. And you got to remember, talking about convicts and all of that, Kamala Harris had a black man locked up while she hid evidence of his innocence. Is this the type of corruption that we want? Mayor Adams in New York, indicted by the feds, taking bribes. Tiffany Henyard, Dalton, Illinois, federal investigation, spending the money of the people. Just because you black don't mean you're going to do right for our community. We got to hold our people accountable as well. And Kamala Harris should be held accountable withholding evidence that could have cleared a black man. Until we start talking about that, Plies, shut the hell up. Go back to your white girlfriend. Go back to your $1 million house. And don't worry about the poor folks who need McDonald's jobs. Because they'll all be taken by the immigrants. Tell me how y'all feel about that. I'll be back later with more news and commentary. Peace.
Brush. I apply the brush. Brush. I apply the brush. Brush. I apply the brush. Yeah, brush. I apply the brush.